What's bonking internet land? How's everybody doing out there? Welcome back to another NoSkill video, and this one is a special one. We're celebrating today. It's a little late. Admittedly, but we're still gonna celebrate. We're celebrating two huge milestones. It's our anniversary, boys. 3 years of NoSkill.
We're a little late, but we did hit 3 years as of last month?
Yes. No, earlier. It's only words. It's June 30th, so it's about 2 weeks late. But yes, we're celebrating the milestone of 3 years of NoSkill. 3 years ago today, well, not today, but on that day, our first video came up. A podcast where we sat around and talked about E3, arguably the very last E3.
Actually, yeah, wow. True.
Sneaking a low blow there.
I mean,
so I'll start. And then the other thing that we're celebrating, because of you wild lunatics out there, we hit 1,000 subscribers. The thing that we've been wanting to do since we started this is just rack up the numbers, make a big community, and we're doing it. We're here. As of this recording, we're at 1.05. There's already 50 more of you that joined this place. We need to come up with a fan name. Like what should we call them? I don't want to do blanket like no skillers. We need to come up with a creative name. Let us know if you have a name that you want us to call you. And keep it PG.
Keep it PG.
Glad you said that. My brain went south.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said ahead of time. Hey, keep it family.
Yeah, so 3 years of NoSkill plus 1,000 subs. I want to go around the table. Started with you, Brandon. Like, first off, 3 years, man. 3 years of this shit. Like, what are you feeling right now? What are your thoughts on 3 years of this?
Well, for me, it's like 3 years of editing videos pretty much on a daily basis, and I don't know. It feels really good. Feels good that sure our channel is not the most conventional channel and YouTube's algorithm doesn't know what to do with us most of the time, but you know what, we do what we want, and it was a slow climb. Like, me and Table had this discussion on the last Tavern Talk. Check that out, by the way. It was really slow. It was a slow climb, but we did it. We're here, and all we got to do is just keep at it. See what other milestone we can hit. 2,000 is on the way.
That's the thing. Is like, yeah, you're right. The algorithm doesn't know where to put us because we do whatever we want. We don't follow one trend. But even though we're outside of the algorithm, 1,000 people managed to find this channel and say, "Yep, moving the fuck in," and that's awesome. So thank you again. Thank you very much. And now moving down the bench, before we go into the 1,000 sub thing, Mikey, 3 years of NoSkill. How are you feeling about this?
You know, that is an interesting question, and I have reflected on it quite a lot lately. And at the end of the day, it doesn't feel like 3 years. It feels like a couple of weeks ago we killed a 6-pack, said we're gonna do this thing, and that's what the experience really has been like. Just hanging out with your friends, making good times, making memories, making a community, which is like wild to say that we have people who we can just reach out to and they're down to work with us, bounce ideas, or just do generally dumb stuff. Like, it's wild to have that part of our lives actually at this point. You could say that 3 years, I think, is a justifiable level of saying this is a chapter of our lives now, and I can't believe it's happening.
Neither can I. Like, 3 years of NoSkill, and again, it doesn't feel like we're at least to me personally, it doesn't feel like work because I just have fun doing it. Like, we live in 3 different time zones. For those that don't know, and if you're new here, some of us are on East Coast, some of us are on West Coast, some of us are on the mid, like right there in the middle, and so scheduling is a little bit hard. But when we do finally get to sit down and actually hit that big red record button, it just feels so natural. Like, honestly, some of my fondest memories of NoSkill, and I want to get your all's opinions too, is like, I want to say one of my favorite recordings from back in the day is when we played Killing Floor. That was so much fun. It didn't feel like I thought we need to get this recording and pump it out right now. It was a couple of bros playing a shooting game, and I love that.
I forgot that video exists.
Oh yeah, I want to do it again since we have Killing Floor 2 again. We should absolutely run it up.
No, I'd be down. I always love playing that game with friends.
And especially since we got it on PC and it'll run better and look nicer.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, for those that don't know, that watched the video, that was all on Xbox via an Elgato game capture. And that's what you got.
That's where a lot of the starter shit. Other than the podcast, everything back then, I'd say for the first couple months was Xbox. Because I was at the time I was the only one with the PC. So what was I gonna record on PC? Just stuff by myself. I wasn't near as confident as I was back then as I am now. So
and now we're taking it down the bench. We're gonna start with you this time, Mikey. One of your fondest memories or favorite recordings that we did from way back when, because like think about it from when we first started to where we are now and how much we bumped up our quality. But some of the shit stuff that we did, shit in comparison, is gold. What do you reflect on? What do you remember? What's your favorite?
That one that's been floating around in my mind lately. And I gotta say that first recording where we had Save Progress, Dirtle Kingdom, and Rakdos all in one game.
For Uno.
Yep.
Uno,
and then the Cards Against Humanity one that followed later. Those
sorry,
were
by the
some.
way.
Sorry, but did you say sorry?
Yeah, for some of the cards and shit that I was doing in Cards Against Humanity was very tasteless, but it was fun.
No, it's fair. When we get big, we'll just scrub that video. It never happened.
We're going to chat about times it's going to be like reason Deej.
I think that was like, to me, the first time where the community aspect really came to life. We got friends who wanted to do this and dragged them into the hobby instead of actually just, we'll get around to it. We dragged Safe Progress into it. We reached out to friends that were already established who wanted to work with us. And that was just a really cool moment of everybody pulling together and doing something like super fun and super entertaining.
Piggybacking off of your memory, I still love when Rakdos joins the instance and you just hear, "Oh boys, you invited a Mexican." 7 other Mexicans immediately pipe up and start pounding him.
Yeah, I don't know where he thought he was. That was
definitely didn't read the room.
And Brandon's lovely editing style just puts at the bottom, "Everybody in here is Mexican." I'm like,
because we are.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was a little known fact.
Dirtle was the only one. I wasn't.
Dirtle.
Yeah, and Mando, but he gets a card. We raised him.
Yeah, true.
He gets passed.
And now moving down the line, Brandon, what are your fondest memories from way back when?
I guess all the fuck ups. Maybe just all the recordings that just either never made it to light or just messed up, but you know what? We still put them on. Like all the times where the podcast audio was awful. It picked up my mic across the room. Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one.
And I felt I had to do whatever I could in editing to make myself just a little bit louder. Back then, it was a lot harder because I didn't use multi-track audio, and I had to intentionally cut the audio tracks where I was talking specifically and raise it up all the way and still put in another audio effect just to raise it up just that little bit higher. So I'm, being able to be heard.
Once again, piggybacking, yes, I remember that recording and that discussion vividly. Brandon goes, "We have a problem." What? It didn't capture my audio for the podcast. It picked up my microphone across the room. You just see one big cohesive fuck from all of us. And ultimately the consensus was, dude, send it. Because at the time it was, we have like fucking 3 subscribers. Who's gonna care? Now we have 1,000 of you. We kind of have to give a damn a little bit more. What?
And climbing.
And climbing.
Climbing, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of have to give a damn a little bit more now, and we do. There's been a couple of recordings already where Brandon's audio messed up, so that's where I record as a just in case something fucks up.
Because OBS is great. It's
OBS
flawless.
is great. Anybody that
No
uses
problems.
OBS, you understand the greatness that is OBS, and we love him because he's free. That's about it.
Yeah.
But so much progress, so much I would say we've matured, but I fucking haven't.
Yeah, right.
But like we've also grown as people, as as humans, as friends through these 3 years. Because yeah, there's been, of course, when you're working with your friends, especially when it comes to like running a YouTube channel or anything like that, when you have any sort of, I guess you could say, business venture, there's gonna be times you're gonna be at each other's fucking throats. I know there's been multiple occasions where 1, 2, and everybody else in the crew wanted to take my head from my shoulders and throw it.
Yeah.
But that's what goes with the turf of, content creation, and then you're creating content with your friends. Because at the end of the day, whether we get angry at each other, I still love these guys, and I would not want to do this shit with anybody else. To be fair.
Aw, that's sweet. I love you too, bud.
As we have some of my IRL friends are just like, "Well, we could start a channel." I'm like, I would kick you in real life.
In the teeth. I feel that. I feel that.
It's like it
And,
wouldn't work because we know each other IRL, and we would punch each other the next time we saw each other at the bar.
I would see you at the bar and it'd be like, assassin, and then I'd elbow drop you from the top of the table. But then on top of that growth, we've expanded. We got a new cast member, Mando, whom sadly could not be here right now because he's busy. Mando is now part of the team. And y'all have seen Mando numerous times before he was even on the cast. And y'all have accepted him and y'all love him. And hey, that's what we love y'all for. So I'm very grateful for that. And now I'm going to take another bet. So of this time, what are some of y'all's, I guess you could say, memories or favorite moments that we've had so far? It could be old, it could be new, and we'll start with you in blue. What's with my rhyme schemes today? I am on one. I got to write a rap.
First up.
Yeah. All right. So there's a lot of memories, and it's really difficult to pick from. I probably had to go with the first time that I did a music video, and this was back when I was just doing the phone aspect ratio recordings for like 60-second videos,
Sure, a little bit of it right here.
Yeah, that right there. That first one, okay, first of all, god awful. They were fucking horrible. And that avatar, I hated it. You know what? We made it work. And it's kind of just grown from there. I know the last 2 months I haven't done anything. I'm working on it. I've been very busy. Editing is hard. So.
But even then, even though they weren't like as quality, and it was the portrait mode of the camera, some of those were fun to do. Like one of my favorite ones that we did together was "There's Fear in Letting Go."
Yeah, that one is probably my
favorite
vertical one.
And it's because of you basically making me listen to that song for 48 hours straight so we could do the damn music video. That song is in my playlist, and I listen to it at least once a day.
Yeah, it's a great song. Good song. It's a good song. I Prevail, by the way. And I definitely want to do more. And it's with, my friends. It's a little more difficult because schedules have gotten a little more crazy lately. So trying to get the time to get everyone together is a little bit more tedious. But you know what? It's fine. We're making it work. I still got...
the truth. Pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, it's a real pain in the ass. I got another one coming. I'm working on one little by little. Editing takes priority. So whenever I get the chance or whatever, it's not hot as shit and I don't want to be in a VR headset for hours on end. Yeah, you'll get another music video. You get another one.
And then moving down the line, what has been one of your favorite moments over this course of time so far? It could be old, could be new.
Favorite moment, and this one's got a little bit of ego tied to it. It was when people I didn't know were coming up to me and like congratulating us on stuff for the podcast and some of our videos and the music videos. And I'm like, how the hell do you know who I am, for one? And two, how do you know that's me? Because a lot of people don't know that I do this. It's like a very tight knit group, and it was it's a little weird to be found out like that, but like it's super cool that we were making people that I had no affiliation with like laugh and smile and being able to like show their friends and have a good time. And that the first time that hit me as like out of our circle as someone who I truly didn't know, that was a really cool feeling, and that was super fun. And then we got to bounce ideas off of each other, and it just reinforced that this is what I do want to be doing with my spare time, because as I'm sure you guys both are well aware, this shit takes up a lot of time when we dig into big projects.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. As it is, we've been trying to find time to start one, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes.
See, I think that's where, like, for a little bit of critique and criticism on our part, because again, there's always room for growth. There's always room for critiquing and improvement. I firmly believe that. And like the one that's obvious, the big elephant in the room is scheduling. But sadly, there's really nothing we can do about that for the time being. Because if I were to just walk out of work, although I'm pretty sure my boss would mind if I did, but nobody wants to get fired.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Nobody wants to get fired.
Exactly.
But I do wish that we could go back to like, because again, you guys see it now. Like we do work with a lot wild words. With a good few people. You guys are seeing Table. You guys are seeing Mr. Dino. You're seeing Save Progress. All those boys, and it's such a fun time and honor playing with them. I definitely want to get back to brass roots of like, we just sit down and record us playing something, and we like no guests needed.
Yeah,
I love our guests. That's not me shunning them or shaming them, but I definitely want to get more just us playing games out there.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, because I definitely want to do recordings for me and you. For the King, because we haven't done a co-op game since It Takes Two. Go check that out. It's another old one, but a good one.
I mean, you can definitely check out the live stream we did of Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, but I'm saying like an actual recording game, not a stream game, something that we can actually sit down, record, and chop it up.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's the one thing that I would want us to get back to is just us playing games and recording it. What do you guys think we can actually improve on? Because again, love is an open door. What can we do better?
All right,
why are you looking at me?
I'm looking at both of you.
I'll start it off. You're definitely gonna get the hammer.
I'm getting me mallet.
I think the big thing that we can do, and we've been slowly upping it, you know, because especially with the last couple videos this past few weeks, the quality has definitely gone up. I really want to start upping production and quality, doing a bunch of shit we normally don't do, because typically, especially when it comes to like stuff like this, and you're seeing an example of it right now, typically like in VR we'll have like maybe a camera with like 3 different points, and that's how we record. Sure, that works for like Tavern Talks and the podcast, it's whatever. Those are not like high production stuff. It's literally a podcast. People want to listen to it, not watch it most of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking like actual videos, edited videos, like the Wild Assault vid. That probably the highest production video we've done in a while. And damn, it took a while to edit.
But real quick, the numbers on that video are fucking nutty. To the hundreds upon hundreds of you crazy motherfuckers that sat down and watched that, thank you for hanging out. I played with him a little bit on that Wild Assault. That game is so much fun, and you can definitely look forward to some streams of that when it comes out. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so
thank you for telling me about it.
Yeah, definitely. You're welcome. I recommend that game to anyone that I think will like it. But yeah, I think just upping production is a big thing that I want to try to go for. Sure, it's going to ask for a lot more work out of everyone, especially me in the editing department. But you know what? I think it's worth it.
I hear your toes curling with dread as you said that.
Oh, because the Wild Assault one took me like over a week, especially with all the retakes I did when it came to like me talking. Yeah, that took a while. But you know, it's fine. I had a lot of fun. It was a great time. I do definitely think that we need better production if we want to like reach a bigger audience and want to wow people, because we don't want to just be the one trick kind of channel of we only do this one way and it's very simple.
Yeah, we don't want to be the Fen roommate.
Yeah.
Anyway, Green. He knows what I'm talking about.
Personally, I believe we shit glory and piss excellence, and nobody does it better than we do ever in the history of anything. No, honestly, if I say stuff like that at work with a straight face all the time.
Personally, I think we shit glory and piss excellence.
So if there was like a nitpick, I'm gonna jump on the fact that it took we're on our 3-year anniversary, if I remember that right.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started learning how to edit. I'm definitely going to take a step forward and continue to do that. My first video was released a month ago, I think. And it's very just badly cut GoPro footage of me having a GoPro drunkenly strapped to my forehead and doing an old school Halo LAN party.
It was very nostalgic in format, but yeah,
It's garbage.
It was very simple.
It's so bad.
It was really bad. Okay, I'll agree with you.
You can see my drink in frame for half of the video. You can watch the quality get worse and worse the longer the video goes. But I definitely want to improve on that. And I need to be better about following up with people because scheduling as of late has been a nightmare. And I feel like lately more and more people have been reaching out to do stuff. And I need to start getting back quicker and scheduling quicker so we can make it all happen, because there was that period of time where we had 9 guests lined up back to back for just the podcast, not even videos or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I like to avoid situations like that in the future. We just stay on it and take it as it comes.
Yeah, for that lovely series of podcasts, we had Arbiter, then we had Arbiter again with one of his friends, then we had Ghost, then we had Dirtle, then we had Say Progress, and then it was Arbiter again
with Lemonade.
With Lemon or Lemonade, one of the two. By the way, hi guys. Hopefully you're doing well. So it's a good time. I never want to sound like I'm complaining when we have guests on it. It can
be handled better, yeah.
Especially when our guests live in other parts of the country
of the world.
I was about to say for some people of the of this entire continent.
Yeah, no, that's the North and South America divide gets a little tricky sometimes, and the far North America.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
so
that's what I want to double down on.
Well, don't you know?
Ignore him.
Hey there. And I love having our special guests, and again, I would love to keep having special guests. And again, if we think you're cool and if you want to hang out with us, dude, all the special guests that we have, we met because they left comments on the video. So just leave us a comment, and we'll get if we like you, we'll get in contact with you. It's that simple. It's honestly that simple. But now moving forward, growth and adaptation has come forth, and we needed more space. You guys were so used to the campfire, and then the newest thing that we acquired this year is this beautiful ass compound. Oh my lord. Courtesy of Arbiter King. Shout out to you, Father, Daddy. Thank you for making this lovely compound for us, complete with we finally get to use the talk show. This thing has been sitting here collected dust, and now we actually get to use it. And I'm happy. Mikey's car over there, that's sticker bombed out.
We don't have to film that.
Do it anyway. I'm looking at you. Do it anyway.
All right.
The bar that you guys have been so accustomed to seeing in most of our tavern talks now, the cave if we want to film the podcast in there, and even a spooky casting set if we want to put on some spooky vibes. We have a place to do it all, and it feels so good to have our own spot. Because for those that have been around for a while, y'all know the struggle of we were just filming anywhere we could that had decent lighting.
Yeah. Going to random people's campsites. Sometimes it would be great performance. Sometimes it would be good performance, but bad lighting. And then we had to go from somewhere else. And it would be like good performance, but the lighting is fucking bread as shit. It was just a lot of in-betweens.
It's good performance, good lighting. You can't sit in the chairs, though, unless you are like me and have go poses. And you guys have already seen it in one of our videos where our chairs out there just stopped working. So we had to slop squat. That was great.
It's not a problem. That's high production value, in my opinion. We had character, class, elegance, grace.
Builds character.
But so I love this. Like, real quick, let's do a quick well, not a quick rundown, but what's y'all's favorite part of this compound now? Because I love every bit of it, but I'd have to say my favorite is this talk show panel right here that we're sitting on right now. I love this right here. Start with you, Blue.
That's a tie actually for me. Tie between the black background with the spotlight, with the black walls over there that I used to film multiple music videos at, and the bar. I just really love the bar's aesthetic, the theme. I enjoy it a lot. It's really me, honestly. I really love it.
I dig it. All right, Mikey.
Man, I feel bad because there's so much nice stuff here.
Yeah.
But I gotta agree with the Brandon. The bar is a step above because it has the environment, it has the atmosphere, it has its nice ambient music. It's got a lot of personal touches from the wall of shame to the decals to the stickers. Like every little thing just sells NoSkill on it, and it's got traces of our guests who've been there in the past and the creator's artistic touch as well. And it just really shines.
And I love this compound so much. The only thing I don't like about this compound is our green screen's kind of useless. That's okay though. Everything else about it is fucking beautiful. I love this vibe, and I love when we get to film here. But I think it's time we start rounding out and closing out because again, 3 years NoSkill, 1,000 subscribers, and we're just gaining more and more. The fact that we've already garnered, not garnered, but we gained like 50 more, and it's only been a week and a half. Crazy, insane. You guys are mad lads, and I love every single one of you for hanging out and sticking around with us. Whether the videos were great, whether the videos were shit, you guys are still here. Thank you. But I want to go around the bench. Something that we are looking forward to doing now. And we'll start with you, Green. What is something that you're looking forward to in the future?
The two things I do want to get done in the future, I want to go to and make a proper Lemons video. The ones I popped out with like literally found footage we scrapped together from everybody's cell phones and pictures that we took from like our visiting family's phones. It was cool. It got the point across, but I would love to show you guys what the experience is like because there was so much lost in translation. And the fact that we were fine, nobody got hurt, but we had 2 accidents. Like that would be cool moments to share with everybody. I would like to do that.
For, like a vlog kind of thing next time?
I'd like to, and with some action from in cab, but our mount broke and then the camera was acting up and we were trying to compete. So, just everything went wrong.
Yeah.
I'd like to do what?
Let's say I can just picture you filming from inside the cab mid race. Just, I smell burning rubber. Fuck it.
There was a point where it was getting so hot, our shoes melted to the floor. Like that's how insanely hot it got inside. And Bunny Girl Senpai was there, and he was driving, and he radios me in. Mikey, it's acting up again. Do we pull it or do we just send it? And I'm like, you're on the last 2 laps. Burn it to the ground. And he just powered up the line, just drove it home. And I would love to be able to share those moments with you guys because there was no explaining how crazy and how much we were absolutely pushing the line. We were going for it, and it was so much fun. I'd love to be able to capture that. And now that I've got my camera figured out, and I've fixed a lot of settings on it, there are a couple of live events I'd love to share with you guys because we run into creators who worked in the past like Kit Kiba and Choppa and a few other people that have helped behind the scenes. I would love to be able to go meet up with those guys and show everybody the kind of shenanigans we get into because we have some wild stories. We got into a lot of fun. It's now that the camera's working and we have a more available schedule that I really want to bring that to the channel. I think that would be. Yeah. I feel bad for Brandon because he might have to edit some shit that I'm not quite qualified for.
It's fine.
If you teach me, that'll help in the long run. You don't want to have to do it next time.
I mean, maybe we'll see. You're learning DaVinci Resolve, correct? So
yes,
I'm in the same boat as you, though. Sure, I'm gonna probably have an easier transition going from one editing software to the next, but shit, DaVinci's way of doing shit.
It's weird, right?
It's a little weird, but you know what? I want to learn.
I'm a newbie and I'm figuring out it's weird, but you know what? I'm just raw dogging the experience and trying to figure it out.
And then Brandon, down with you. Something that you're looking forward to, or something that you'd like to do in the future with this channel.
Well, what I'm looking forward to, I've already said this, but I'm looking forward to upping the quality and the production. It's gonna mean more work for me, but I'm looking forward to it. And when it comes to just it's something I want to do in the future, kind of hard to say, really. I think I got most of what I want to do now. If anything, I'm just looking forward to just making higher quality videos like the Wild Assault video. Something along that line, you know?
All right. And then something that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to finally keeping my promise and recording the next Ghostwire Tokyo segment. I swear I'm going to do it. I swear. I promise. I'm going to.
Get
When
on
I
his
stop
ass
lying
in
to
the comments. Get on his ass in the
When I-
comments. This dude has been putting it off for months.
When I stop lying to myself, I will fucking do it. I promise. But then one of the things that I want to do is because I bought the game, you bought the game. I want us to pump out recordings of Killing Floor and then us doing a run through For the King. Just because I love when I get to play games with you, dude. It's fucking fun. If you haven't seen you didn't tune into our live streams of Resident Evil, go back and watch the VODs. That's just raw Brandon being Brandon and DJ being DJ. Completely unfiltered, and we're just having a good time shooting some zombies. So that's what I'm looking. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I would like to know down below. Leave a comment. Is there anything in particular you guys would want us to do? Is there anything particular you'd want us to do again? Something that you want to see? We kind of want your feedback because we want to keep entertaining you guys. And we've done so well so far. There's 1,000 of you. So once again, thank you. And now one more time, we're going around the bench. Say thank you to the people for being here. Say thank you for 3 years. Thank you for 1,000. Brendan.
Thank you, everyone, for 1,000 subscribers. It means the world to this solo editor.
We're learning, goddammit.
You haven't started.
Shut up.
He's got a point. He's got
Literally, the skill bars of progress here is 0, 1, 2. Just in order.
Singular, raising the bar. But in my defense, I have the software downloaded. I just haven't opened it up yet.
That's the first step, is opening it.
You know what? He does. The second step is admitting you haven't done it yet.
Shut up.
Yeah, he skipped a step.
Now, moving down the bench. Mikey.
I gotta adjust my posture here.
Oh, boy, he's hitting the gamer pose.
Oh, yeah. Power hands. Knife hand. So, thank you so very much for everybody who's been a part of this journey. This is a feat I didn't think we'd hit ever. The fact that we did it in a very short amount of time, in my opinion, is awesome. The people who have continued to support us, thank you so very much. We understand that there's a lot out there on the internet. The fact that you stopped in our little corner means the world. And if I could ask a favor, stick around. It's going to get better. It's going to get wilder. This is just a stepping stone. And I can't wait to share that experience with everybody who's been here for us, especially when we get to do fun stuff. Like, I don't know, do something nuts to DJ. Like, let's just let's see if we can get a live reaction of him opening packages for us, and one of them's going to be a glitter bomb, and he doesn't know which one it is. I'd be so down for that video.
I'm still trying to gather the clips for another.
He just goes to the roommate. Hey, open this box for me. Poof.
I'm still trying to gather the clips for another Deej Moments video. They'll come eventually.
Oh yeah, Deej is a mess. Another classic. I love that. Because for those that know, I just what?
Sorry, I just had the realization we haven't done one of those in a minute.
I know.
Because most of the time, when we're playing games nowadays, we just don't have anything recording.
It's one downside. But now for me, I cried for the 400 video. Y'all ain't getting that same treatment again. I ain't crying this time, nah. But thank you so much for 1,000 of you. Thank you for sticking around. If you've been here for 3 years, if you've been around since gaming and banter is all we need, or you subscribed yesterday, thank you. You're here for the shorts. Thank you. You're here because you're one of Mikey's car guys. Thank you. If you're in the furry community and you're a fan of this man, thank you. If you're a fan of the lady boy that I am, thank you. For whatever reason that brought you here and got you to stay here, thank you so much. 1,000 subscribers is crazy. And I'm so happy that we got there. I already want the goal of at least 1,005 by next year, 2,000 if we're feeling lucky. And that's on you guys. If you like it here, please stay here. And we want you here. We want to keep entertaining you. And we're going to keep doing our best to bring you the entertainment. And hopefully you're along for the ride. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to say bye-bye. I've been DJ. That's been Brandon. That's been Mikey. And you've been beautiful. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.